Thomas Edison's light bulb was one of the first uses of electricity. Today, electricity is an indispensable part of modern life. As reported by the Center for Climate and Energy Solutions, renewable energy is the fastest-growing source of electricity in the United States. Eco-conscious companies like CEP Renewables are spearheading the redevelopment of landfills and transforming unproductive and contaminated sites into productive renewable energy sites.
CEP has evolved at a juggernaut pace into a contemporary renewable energy company specializing not only in greenfield development, but also in landfill, brownfield, areas of historic fill, dual-purpose solar, floating solar, in the most challenging circumstances given the regulatory issues that exist as of today. We have several very difficult projects we've done in the past several years. The New Road solar farm in South Brunswick was a real challenge. It was one of the larger landfills upon which solar panels have been erected. That job was successfully completed. We are well-suited, well-positioned to continue this kind of work today and well into the future.
What are some of the most challenging aspects of remediating contaminated properties such as landfills?
Landfills have a host of regulatory requirements that we need to get through in order to get from the point of project inception to interconnection. We have to work with various state, local, regional agencies, and CEP is uniquely positioned to do that, to get through the regulatory permitting process, particularly in the case of landfills. Landfills also have structural challenges, they have geotechnical challenges, they have civil engineering design challenges, and there's liability associated with the landfills. Oftentimes the landfills are abandoned properties, so clearing title can be an issue. CEP has been successful at doing that and has developed a team that has an expert capability in tackling all of those challenging issues.
What are the benefits of redeveloping landfills?
Solar is actually the highest and best use for those properties. They are often not appropriate for other forms of traditional development like residential, commercial, warehouse. Particularly in light of some of the structural and geotechnical issues associated with landfills. Landfills are often municipally owned, or they are properties that have been abandoned by private property owners and have not been generating tax revenue, either because they are municipally owned or because they've been abandoned by their former third-party owners 30 or 40 years ago. So they're basically unproductive properties that are not generating tax revenue for the local municipality. And CEP uses the redevelopment process, the statutory redevelopment process in New Jersey, to make these projects transform from barren, unproductive assets to tax-producing, revenue-producing assets that are good for the local municipality, the local economy, and the state of New Jersey by way of producing green energy.
With an experienced team of professionals who specialize in revitalizing contaminated properties, CEP is currently developing the largest solar landfill in North America.
Mount Olive is a very exciting project for us. Actually, when it's complete, it's going to be the largest solar landfill redevelopment on a US EPA Superfund site in the country. It's going to be a 26.5 megawatt solar facility on about 100 acres. We've worked very closely with the US EPA and the NJDEP, and we've entered into a program where everybody benefits by virtue of the redevelopment.
CEP deploys capital where it's needed and takes the risks necessary to ensure that projects move from concept to design to completion.
CEP is really unique because it generally takes on the most difficult sites in the state of New Jersey, sites that a lot of times have been passed over by other forms of development, sites that are very challenging from an environmental perspective. But by doing that, CEP is able to offer a product that produces green energy, that advances the state's renewable energy goals, that supports the local economy, that produces jobs, and oftentimes takes properties that have been unproductive and fallow for many years and creates a productive asset for the local municipalities.
To find out more about how CEP Renewables is reducing carbon emissions and enhancing the quality of life for generations, visit ceprenewables.com. And of course, visit us at InsideTheBlueprint.com.